Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros. Acknowledge us. Snoop. For fair. Yo, welcome to episode 26, I believe. Episode 26. Hell, I don't know. Could be episode 30 for all I know. But yeah, welcome to Wrestling with the Bros. Alongside Fair, I am Chris, our third person, Hayden. He's not here, but he's attending to some family matters. So we're thankful that he's doing okay and his family's doing okay. So prayers up to Hayden's family. He'll be back with us next week as well. Shout out to our executive producer, Smitty, whose Eagles, they're flying high right now, but somebody take the Eagles down. Just take them down so that way I don't got to hear all this crap. I don't want to hear all this crap.
I don't understand. You just keep inviting yourself. Just want to keep talking.
Wait a minute. I just said, hey, somebody take them down. That's all I said. You know, you act like I was giving them praise.
You leave them alone. That's all. And then they won't get ready.
Nah, Smitty's gonna say something anyway, so it don't matter. He's gonna say something. It doesn't matter. How was your day, Fair? How was your day?
This week has been shitty. I took a slightly step left to the position that I was in. Some kind of training and also doing the job at the same time. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's been a hard week. Been a long, hard week. Got my little margarita. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We yeah. I'm enjoying.
And you're off work tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow I am, and then I took some shifts because I took the step left just to give a little insight of my personal life. I took the step left because actually, if I took the step left and went off the salary, I would make more money. So I said, now I can work overtime because they got a bunch of overtime because they done fired a bunch of people. So I'm just working.
Oh yeah, man. That's the one thing about being salary, man. You can't get any overtime at all. Or you could work overtime, but you won't get paid for it.
Right. So why not? These motherfuckers dragging me through the mud for 100 hours, and I'm gonna get paid 80. Nah, you don't pay me my 100 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's crazy how it worked out. It's just like I literally make, not to brag, 15,000 more if I do it like this than to make salary. So it was just like it don't even make sense not to do it. So.
Well, yeah,
anyway. So I'm not going nowhere. I don't even have to. I remember I kept telling you like once a quarter somebody got to work overnight at the actual lab. Nah, I'm sitting home now all day. Now you can say I ain't doing nothing. Now you can say that shit.
Yeah, no, I actually, matter of fact, I got off work today myself working overtime as well. Well, it was my regular day, but then I stayed over for some overtime. So, yeah, it's been a long day, man. So, we don't want to waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Survivor Series is coming up next Saturday night from Vancouver. Wait, you know what? Before we get to WWE Survivor Series, your thoughts on the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight?
That shit was rigged. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I ain't the conspiracy theory type dude and all of that, but that shit was rigged. It's no way Mike Tyson forgot how to throw a punch. It looked like he literally would see it and hold it back. And look,
that's what I was just getting ready to say. I think like there's video out there where you'll see Tyson. he's like boxing, and he knows how to come with a counter or a cross, and he's getting ready to come with an uppercut, and he like stops. I think it was something. I think it was something in the contract, and I could be wrong. I think it was something in the contract where he couldn't do uppercuts or something like that. They said
That's trash. That's
and,
trash.
and I thought that I had read somewhere. Somebody else told me this too. That like I think the longer Tyson went, the more money he got.
Yeah, it would if he went 8 rounds, it would go upwards past 20 million. Like
Yeah.
Hey man, look, I ain't gonna lie. Like I watched it just because of Tyson. By the second round, I said, "Okay, I know what it is." So I turned shit off and went to sleep.
Hold on, I'm surprised you were able to watch in the first place. Since Netflix was buffering like.
It started like that. I watched it for because I was listening to Nick's watch it. I think he was doing a watch.
Oh yeah, he had a watch party. Yeah.
And then y'all kept saying it was buffering, so I said, "All right, I'm not gonna watch it on Netflix then. I'll watch it on the other thing. We'll be good." You know,
like if you watched it on the app, like on your TV, it was buffering bad. But if you watched it on your phone, it was fine. Well, for the most part, it had a few moments where it did it, but yeah, for the most part, it was straight. The undercard was real good.
My TV, my little thing I got, and I ain't had one problem. Not one.
Yeah. So, I wanted to see Mike Tyson knock Jake Paul's ass out, but it didn't happen. So, hey, he got paid. We got a buffering service.
What's his name? Anthony Ward said that he'll take a shot. Yeah. Andre Ward. Andre Ward, my bad.
I did see something about that. I did see that.
I paid it. I'll definitely pay attention to that one.
Oh yeah.
40 something years old. Yeah, fight him. He's an old retired boxer. Fight him.
Yeah, something like that.
I like that.
Something like that. But let's get to the important action that we need to get to. Survivor Series is coming up next Saturday. It's the Thanksgiving traditional Thanksgiving pay-per-view. This will be the 30th, I think, the 30th edition of Survivor Series. I think it's the 30th one. I can't remember. But we are having.
Well,
is it? I think it's 30 something.
It's longer than that because didn't they do when they did the Undertaker thing? Wasn't it 30 years of Undertaker? So it's gotta be longer than that.
You're right. Probably what, 32, 33, something like that.
Probably
maybe 35 at the most.
Yeah,
35 at the most. But it's past 30. We know that over 30 years of Survivor Series. It's coming to you from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and obviously the big story is the War Games, the Bloodline War Games. That's the biggest story. We don't know who the fifth member is going to be for the OG Bloodline. There's speculation that it could be Seth Rollins, speculation that it could be CM Punk. People have even thrown out the theory of Brock Lesnar. But Fair, you're shaking your head you shook your head when I said CM Punk. So I'm going to guess that you said you think it is CM Punk.
I 100% think it's CM Punk. I 100% think that this is going to lead to a triggering of Seth Rollins to CM Punk. And that'll kind of surface probably more towards the beginning of the year. But we will see a point where, just my opinion, how I think the story is going, because they're doing left turns. So you gotta pay attention. My theory is that Seth is going to go to Roman. They're going to talk. They're going to get heated. And then Seth is going to say, no, I'm not going to help you. I don't care. And then Paul Heyman's going to come out, and then you're going to hit a static. And Punk is going to walk out. And Seth is going to lose his fucking mind.
On at Survivor Series, or do you think that'll happen on SmackDown before or after SmackDown?
I think that'll happen on SmackDown. If I were to guess, we're going to get leaks that was a taping for the SmackDown that's before Survivor Series, because they're taping it. They're taping 2 episodes this Friday. So that I promise you we'll get leaks for CM Punk being at that SmackDown.
and of course you know me, I love a good spoiler. But no, I was thinking Seth Rollins at first. CM Punk is the most logical choice just for the reasons that you just stated. Because I've been saying this. I know I've been saying this for months that Punk and Seth Rollins are going to have a Mania match. It was supposed to have. I believe they were supposed to have that last year, and it didn't happen. So because of Punk's injury, so I think this year or next year rather, they'll definitely have Punk versus Seth Rollins. Where we're hoping we're hoping nobody gets hurt, so we can have that match. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. That would be a great way to swerve or to get the story going for Seth and CM Punk moving forward.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. Where I'm fast forwarding, right? Would you want either Seth Rollins and CM Punk, or would you want either Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, or Seth Rollins, CM Punk? I mean, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. Which one of the three would you want?
That's a good one. Because all three of them are good matches. I would honestly go with Punk and Rollins.
You would go with Punk and Rollins. Okay.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, any of those three would be good, but I would just like to see, especially after last year at Survivor Series when Punk came back and Seth Rollins about freaking he crashed out, what have you, because he saw CM Punk again. So I would say that match.
If you listen to the stories, that was real. Like seriously, because nobody knew. If you I did some type of interview or something with CM Punk, and he's explaining kind of in detail how that day went. He said he wasn't signed until the end of that pay-per-view. Nobody.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. I forgot where I saw that, but I do remember seeing that.
He said something to the effect like only 4 people knew. None of
the
rest
him.
of them.
It was
He
him.
said he think
Randy
knew. He said he think Randy knew, but he wasn't that. He knew that Randy knew, but he thought Randy knew. But
yeah,
nobody.
What podcast was he on? Because I remember seeing it.
I think it was the new with O'Shea. I think he was on there.
That's what it was. Yeah. Ice Cube Jr. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he said it before, but he didn't go as in detailed as he did with that story. But apparently, when he saw him, that was all real. He cussed his ass out, and CM Punk is like, he's saying stuff, and I don't know what he's saying because it's so loud. But yeah, apparently that was real. Look at that.
Yeah. So I think that would add more to the story just from that perspective.
Right.
But I mean, what would you choose out of those three?
Roman, Seth. He turned off the camera because he knew I was going to say that.
I knew you were going to say Roman Seth. No, I mean, I wouldn't. I'd see why you would choose that just for storyline purpose. Long-term storytelling. I wouldn't be mad at it, honestly. I really wouldn't be mad at it.
It's the bigger match, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Roman is the company right now, so yeah, I would agree with that. Although now Roman and CM Punk is intriguing because now that puts Paul Heyman in the middle. Because Heyman is
not a WrestleMania thing, I don't think. Like there's matches that are WrestleMania main events, which WrestleMania main events usually have really good stories backing it. Usually, I will definitely say this last 2.5, 3 years for sure. But even back in the day, there's always been the main event matches have real long storylines or things you can tie back into to do that. It's always kind of been that way for at least one of the matches, right?
Right.
There's nothing longer and better if it's told right than Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns telling the story of why each did what they did to get to that point, and then having the match, the real match, even though Roman has never beat Seth. That's another element to the story.
Right.
I don't think there's a better match that can main event without a title, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I see your points there. Would you have that for next year's Mania? If they decide to go that route, would you have that for next year? I mean, next year's Mania.
I would definitely want to get to it. I don't know. I kind of want it for SummerSlam. Yeah, like make that big, make that real big. Do that build, make that build from right after WrestleMania, or whenever Roman comes back, he comes gunning for Seth Rollins, and build that through SummerSlam. Like, I don't really care where the match is. Like, it doesn't have to be a WrestleMania match for me. I'm just saying that is a WrestleMania type event. You can main event that, but I just want the damn story already. Like, I'm really tired of waiting for this freaking story. Like, because it's like, there's not nobody in the world who doesn't want to see this shit. We want a long ass feud done the right way with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and not the bullshit fuck around wins that Seth was getting early. Like, we want a story between these two dudes that have a long history. I want that. I want that this year. I need that this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Not this
match,
year.
to be honest with you.
I shouldn't say this.
No, I got you. Yeah, no, I got you. Because my next question was going to be, do you start that match or do you start that feud at Rumble? Like do you really get the ball going at Rumble? Or do you wait or do you start it pretty much now at Survivor Series next Saturday?
I mean, no, you don't start it now. I mean, you keep it in the back of your thoughts. Like, this is a little bit of why they're doing this now is to always keep it in the back of your thoughts. But no, I kind of been thinking about the Final Four for the Royal Rumble lately to see like kind of where they're going. Just thinking about it in context. I feel like well, I definitely feel Roman's going to be in the Rumble. I feel like Roman and Seth are definite candidates to be the Final Four in the Royal Rumble. Maybe even Final Two.
Do you think that, well, if they start the feud with them and it leads up to Mania or SummerSlam, I would have Seth win if that's the case. That would be another element to the story.
Man,
if it came down to those two,
no, bro, he got like 5 wins.
Because he beat him at Rumble, what was that 2022? I want to say.
Yeah, by disqualification. That's like
okay. Do you consider, or would you consider it a win if Seth eliminates Roman?
Well, yeah, because you won the match, especially if your last or final two, that's a direct win. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, right? I mean, you literally threw that dude. It's not like you threw 2 other people in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you threw that dude out the goddamn match. You won. My bad, people. I'm sorry. My camera's just not wanting to work with me. I apologize.
This guy's camera here is terrible. But no, I would I wouldn't mind that match. But I do think people do want to see Seth versus CM Punk. Though I do think that. I think people definitely want to see that, and also too, you know what? Which kind of makes me wonder, because just for the simple fact, let's say it is CM Punk who is the 5th member for the OG Bloodline.
Right.
Do you have the Bloodline 2.0 win War Games?
No. Like I said, I've been saying this for weeks. This shit is over December. This whatever this part of the Bloodline storyline with Roman and whatever, this is over in December. I think the match ends with Solo versus Roman for the Ulafala tribal combat, and Roman will win. And then they'll go off. Roman apparently is going to be on Raw more than he's going to be on SmackDown. I would let Solo roam over there in SmackDown and catch some momentum, and you revisit it. But I'm not going past December with this at all.
Because the last pay-per-view of the year,
Saturday night main event.
Yes, it is.
That's why I ended.
No, actually, Deadline.
Deadline's NXT.
Oh yeah, you're right. So yeah, Saturday night main event. Yeah, my bad.
So yeah, I'm not going past December with this because it's gonna get redundant after. It is kind of redundant, to be honest with you. I'm just so intrigued with the little breadcrumbs that they're kind of working. But if you actually it's kind of going on a little bit too long. Like I thought they had maybe had bigger aspirations as far as to maybe try to carry it to Mania and have Solo get that kind of shine. But nah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We are talking too much as far as a fan base, as like we're ready for Rock Roman, or we're ready for Cody Rock Roman, or we're ready for whatever the next thing is in this story. We're not really paying attention to what's going on right now. That's why I feel like people are missing some stuff. But it needs to end. This part of it needs to end. We need to.
I was going to say it's been going on for about what, 4 years? Over 4 years now.
I'm not talking about the whole story because there's always going to be the Bloodline story. It's just like they say, what chapter they're in. This chapter needs to end.
Gotcha.
It needs to
end. So the fifth member for War Games for the men is CM Punk.
In my opinion.
Your opinion. Do you think how do you feel about the Paul Heyman? So going back to SmackDown just a little bit here, and we'll kind of touch on a little bit. Just what do you think about the phone that was in Sami Zayn's pocket that he took out and he flung on the couch? Do you think? Do you think that was something that we should be watching, or was it kind of?
Why would Roman pick up Sammy's? Like Roman doesn't know what his phone looks like. Like what is?
No. I'm not saying Roman. Roman doesn't. Sammy picked up Roman's phone or whatever. I'm just asking. Was that something we have to watch, or is that just something like Sammy knows they're going out there? Let me just take my phone and put it over here since we're going out there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very coincidental that they picked that up on the camera. Very coincidental. Could it be something? Yes. Do I think it's something? Not really. Like he threw his phone on the couch. So what?
But like you just said, it's very coincidental that the camera caught that. Because if it didn't mean anything, they would have had a tighter shot of the bloodline or whatever.
For sure. So could it be something? No. Yeah, it could be. I don't think it is. I mean, what are we trying to say it is? Like I've seen stuff like, Sammy switched the phones. Really? He could just go in Roman's pocket and take his phone? I didn't know that. Like, okay.
Unless Roman left his phone out in the locker or something.
And none of the Jay or Jimmy was not around to go, okay. Yeah, I mean, I know
I'm just saying.
With my family, I watch my family stuff, even though he didn't ask me to watch it. I just,
No, I just, like I said, I thought it was a interesting tidbit. And then, of course, Roman at the end of SmackDown calls Paul Heyman's phone and says, the number you have reached is not in service right now. And I was trying to go back because I saw a clip and I forgot about this when Solo had attacked Paul Heyman. He took his phone from him. This is back earlier.
When he beat up Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's when we first seen Tama Tonga.
Yeah. So definitely stuff that I saw on my X timeline that brought back some stuff. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about that. I know, kind of jogged my memory up a little bit.
He broke a phone. That doesn't mean that the number doesn't work.
Well, remember, Paul Heyman has two phones. One for the plug and one for the
one for the plug and one for the low. Yeah. Well, which one's the plug though?
Now you're wondering. Now you're doing some detective work here.
Which one's the plug? Yeah. Pause. That just sounds crazy. Yeah, like I don't know. Like I said, if you break somebody's phone, it doesn't disconnect the phone. He literally disconnected the phone. So was that to not let Roman reach him? Not probably, because Solo and them were threatening his ass. But yeah, all of that is kind of crazy. I tell you the truth, I don't know if I liked it or not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I was it was overkill. When that makes sense. Like, okay, but he has a TV wherever he is. I'm sure he just saw you call. I'm sure he watches wrestling every week, right? I'm sure he does. So now he's seen Roman call him. So he should know I don't know. I feel like this is just stupid. It was stupid.
Unless you get held captive or something.
Bro, he been tweeting. I know he's seen some shit on some Twitter, bro. Like, come on, man. Know how many times they played that clip? You should have called him right back. You should have called his ass right back. I don't know. My brain thinks differently. But yeah, like I don't think it was much about nothing. I really think it was somebody calling Sammy. He was like, damn, I'm on screen, and threw the fucking phone. Like that's what I really think it is. I don't think it's right.
I think the OG Bloodline wins War Games. I think it'll be a real good. I think it'll be a good match. Huh?
We gonna make picks? You want to make picks now?
No, not yet. We'll do picks next week.
These guys sticking out his chest. Then he needs to talk about make some picks.
But you know what? How many matches did we say? I mean, was going to be in that card? We said 5.
Yeah, and I don't know where the other 2 are. I got 3 matches right now, and it's a week away. So I don't know.
Okay, so obviously the 2 War Game matches, and then
Damian Priest and Gunther.
Gunther. Yeah.
Unless they do the Final Testament. Excuse me, Final Testament and the Wyatt 6.
They could.
I mean, they had the Bray promo. We should talk about that too, because I didn't like that. You had the Bray promo, kind of like saying, not Bray. See, you know what I'm already gonna say. You had the Uncle Howdy promo talking about, yeah, we were family, blah blah blah. I didn't want to do this, whatever.
Right.
There was no response. I didn't see any social media things from Cross. So is that built enough to have a pay-per-view match? I don't think so. Now that can change on Monday, and maybe something drastic happens. I don't know. Like what other matches you probably do a tag team match. I think they're trying to set up a triple threat like tag team match situation with them. I think they got that. I think that's on the card. So maybe that's 4. I don't know. What other matches? Can you think of any other matches that they have built up?
Yeah, because I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man,
I don't know.
Do we possibly? I'm trying to think. this might be bad, but who are the tag champions again? Tag team champs?
So the ones on SmackDown talking about Motor City Machine Guns, and they had Tomas, they had DIY Ciampa attacked them versus the Street Profits in the tag match. Angelo Dawkins got mad as hell because they was talking about we ain't do that, we that blah blah blah. He punched him in his mouth. That's starting a heel turn. I don't know if you've noticed any of the tweeting from Montez, or even like, I don't know if he's like a member of this podcast or not, but he seems to have every Tuesday and every Thursday something to say. So I got to figure this out. But
well, you know what? Yeah, I think it's time that they, and we've been clamoring for this for a long time. It's time for them to turn heel anyway. So I think this might be the start of them turning heel. Now the thing of it is, are they going to turn heel as a tag team, or are they going to turn heel individually, or what?
I think it's going to be as a tag team first. What I would like them to do is have them turn heel, let them work heel, give them those belts, let them work through Mania, and have them lose at Mania, and then let Angelo Dawkins turn heel on Montez.
Or you think Dawkins should turn heel?
Yes, because it'll give Dawkins something to do. Because Tez will be the face. Tez is going to be a face. Like he's too likable not to be a face first. So then now you got brother to brother. That gives you momentum as far as how far you can take that, and they're comfortable together, so the match may be even great. So that's how I kind of would do that if they want to like turn them heel first, give them the belts, let them work it through WrestleMania. They lose, and that's when you flip Dawkins against Tez and go from there.
Gotcha.
I don't think you flip Tez heel. That's not a good move first. Them together as a heel would be better because both of them are doing the same thing. It's not just somebody focusing singularly. If you do that, let them build that long run, then they lose. Then Dawkins was like, F it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you go. I think that's a great way to build that one.
No, I've been waiting for this heel turn, or the promise of a heel turn, for a long time, because they need something. They need to get going. I think they're both too talented. I know I've been saying that Montez needs to leave Dawkins, but I've always felt that Dawkins, for some reason, just couldn't. I don't know. It was just something there missing. Like as far as his work, he's good. I think he just didn't have me personally. That's how I feel about Dawkins. He didn't have the charisma.
He doesn't have the promo. He's not good on.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's not charismatic.
He's a straight hype man. Like I would like it if they do, like maybe they do turn Tez heel, and then like Dawkins goes with him as his hype man, has his back and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe if that happens like that, but if you're going to split them up, I think Dawkins will be better as a heel just because it'll give him an outlet to do something, and he can catch fire like that. Because if you turn him face, I don't think anybody cares about him getting beat up. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It almost be like a Rocky Maivia type situation. But yeah, no, I agree. I like it. I like it. I'm loving it. Give that edge. Get something new for them, because they need it bad. They're a good tag team, but they need a fresh start. And maybe, we'll see. Do you possibly start teasing that a little bit after SmackDown heading into Royal Rumble? Well, they're kind of teasing it now, but do you start to turn it up a little bit more?
I think they're heels. I just don't. I mean, his actions last week say that he's a heel. They just hasn't gone like you just haven't seen the full presentation of it because nothing happened.
Right.
I say I think that the match at Survivor Series will be a triple threat match for the tag titles, and they're gonna do what they need to do to win, then they're gonna turn heel. I think, at least I think so. I don't, it could be different. But right now, I don't see. The point is, though, I don't see any. Like, it's really. It might be only 4 matches, bro. Like, it can be.
Yeah, I'm sitting thinking like.
I think 5. I got exactly 5. I got 5. 5.
2 War Games. Priest Gunther.
2 War Games. Priest Gunther. Tag title triple threat, and Wyatt and Final Test.
Final Test. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah, okay. They should announce the official lineup next week. Probably
Friday, I would think. I would think on Friday.
Yeah. But for sure, it's official by at least after Raw. After Raw next week, it'll definitely be official.
For sure. Yeah, because that's the only way you get the Wyatt to. Yeah, it would have to be by Tuesday, which is kind of crazy. That's kind of late. Yeah, this I don't know. Since Survivor Series build has been weird. Like, it's just, I don't think anybody. Do you care about this War Games match? Any of them? Or the men's? I
want to see it, but I'm not sitting there like, yeah. I care, but I'm like, kind of on the fence about it a little bit. Like, I want to see it, but I'm not hype about it like I usually. Like, okay, a couple years ago, Bloodline was in War Games when they took on, what was it, Kevin Owens, Drew, and I forgot the other 3.
It was the Sheamus's group, Drew and Kevin.
Yes, I was hyped about that. War Games. Just because the Bloodline storyline was so freaking hot. Now I'm kind of like, I want to see it, but I'm not hyped. Like, if I caught the replay the next day, I wouldn't be mad.
I would have much rather the elimination tag match. I'd rather see those.
I do want to see the women's War Game match. I do want to see that because I want to see.
The reason I want to see that is because EO's going to do something crazy off the top of the cage, and then Rhea's going to headbutt somebody with a fucking mask. Speaking of that, are you insane, woman? Like, why are you headbutting people with a broken eye? Like, you're insane. Stop doing it.
You know what? I know we have a little bit of Rhea and Liv fatigue, but they're both superstars, and they're both going to kill it. I think this match is going to help set up Liv and Rhea for Rumble. I think they're going to have a Rumble match, and I think this match is going to help set up that. Yeah, Liv and Rhea.
I think that match happens at but I don't think you understand what they're trying to do with this Saturday Night Main Event, sir. Like, this is going to they're trying to make it like a pay-per-view type. And they're going to because that's going to happen at that pay-per-view, bro. All these matches that you thinking that's going to be at Rumble, no, it's going to be at this December pay-per-view, bro. I'm telling you. People's faces. You're just disrespectful. Well, that's what you are. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful.
You know what? Tell people to turn their heads. No, I see the build up. I see the build up because it's going to be in Minneapolis. It's going to be at the Target Center, I believe. So yeah, I can see the build up for that, but I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it was at Saturday Night Main Event, but I'm thinking like, Rumble would be a good time for that to end. But
they already have Kevin Owens and Cody at. They already announced that.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Roman is solo. I'm pretty sure The Rock is going to be there. I'm pretty sure Punk is going to be involved somehow. Yeah, that December is gonna be crazy. It hasn't been crazy in a minute either. So that's gonna be a nice little pay-per-view.
Real quick, what didn't you like about that promo from the Y6?
Why did they make him look like Bray? What are we doing? Like, I didn't. This is not like, I understand this was Bray's storyline and all of that, but I don't need no crazy AI fucking Bray fucking Bo Dallas shit. I don't. What are we doing? But yeah, cool. He looked like, I don't want to see that. That's not what this was. I thought this was trying to let you get over, Bo. Like, I don't need to be reminded of Bray every fucking time you're on. Like, I didn't like that. That was, I don't know. I didn't like that. I don't want to say nothing ill about it because I understand what they were doing. I understand what Bo's maybe vision was to it, but it turned me off. I didn't need an AI or you pushing your hair. Like, I didn't need none of that. I thought it was kind of AI. I didn't think that was actually him. But yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
They're definitely wanting to make sure that they honor the legacy of Bray Wyatt, so they're going to keep it going. As far as that image, I was like, kind of shocked by it, to be honest with you, that they would go
That's what
that
I'm
far.
saying.
But
I didn't like it.
I was kind of like either or. I was like, yeah, okay.
Bad taste for me. I don't need, because it was just so obvious that's what you were trying to do. You're putting your hair like them. You're like I said, it felt like one of those TikTok things when you put you're on like a celebrity's face. That's what it looked like to me. It's just we didn't need that. Cut a promo cutting this dude up. Like, come on, man. That's what Bray would have did. Why don't you do what Bray did instead of showing his face? Like, this is ridiculous. I didn't like it.
Yeah, gotcha. Moving right along, because you said you had some comic book news you wanted to discuss. What exactly is that?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get to it. You're just gonna jump ahead of me
Well,
like
you
that.
said
So we just
I didn't
got
jump ahead of you, but you
jumping ahead
definitely
of
said
me.
you wanted to talk about it.
I definitely do because I don't know, like when you get these things in certain places and certain things on this social media platforms, some of it may be fake, and it may not be fake. I just want to talk about it because it's intriguing because we might see something really cool. So
Okay.
Doomsday. Supposedly we are going to get Maestro version of the Hulk.
Yes.
That would be insane, bro. Y'all don't understand the savagery of that man Maestro, bro. That man, you talking about smart Hulk, quote unquote. That man is smart Hulk, but a vicious Hulk at the same time. That dude
That'd be
is
scary.
that's kind of, I don't understand how we got to that. Maybe this kind of we see like a timeline thing with him, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that would be insane, man. That would be definitely insane. And I don't know.
Yeah,
Did we talk?
I did see that because it was it Marvel updates or something like that. That was the
Yeah,
handle.
yeah.
That was when I saw that I was like, oh, this is very intriguing. I was wondering would it still be Mark Ruffalo or somebody else? That was the first thought because I'm not sure what Ruffalo's contract is with Marvel, but
I
that
think
was something I was wondering about.
he was talking about doing more movies with them
Okay.
before. So yeah, I think he's still with them.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff like the Secret War, the last I guess movie of this arc, let's call it, would be Secret Wars, and that's going to lead into the Mutant Age. So I'm intriguing to see how that folds out because
Oh, Storm season 3. She waves the she has the hammer. in the new season of What If.
Yeah, she has the hand. She got the hammer, which people don't. That's actually in the comics. I think it's a What If story, but it's in the comics. What else? There's just a lot of things. I can't wait to get mutants. I am dying to get into this mutant saga and see where they bring this shit, bro. Like, where are they gonna go? They've said they're gonna make more rated R content in this version. So I'm really intrigued. Like, what story are they gonna go to? Because any one of them can get wild, bro. Any one of them can get
wild. The mutant saga that starts in what, 2026, 7, somewhere in there?
2026. 2026. I think is when Avengers: Secret Wars come out. So it'll be after that, or it'll have something to do with Secret Wars. But
yeah, I was gonna say usually when they have anytime there's an Avengers movie, that usually is the signal of the end of that phase or whatever. So yeah, I think 2026 is probably when that movie is getting ready to come out. Because I think we talked about this on the last pod. The Batman 2 comes out October 2nd. So it's going to be a good year for comic book people and for comic book movies in general.
The next 2 years is going to be like, it's like, this movies alone, I think, is like maybe 6, 7 of them coming out in the next 2 years. Maybe more.
Yeah.
I might wonder.
So the trailer for the new Superman movie is supposed to drop during when Mufasa comes out. The live action Mufasa movie comes out. That I saw it tonight.
Mufasa? The fuck? What is that movie?
It's coming out next month. Matter of fact, I can't remember if it's like on Christmas or right before.
Or is that CGI shit?
Live action. It's kind of like the Lion King live action. It's the live action. It's CGI, yeah. But I mean live action.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that wasn't nice. Just want to let you know. If you did.
I know.
But yeah, man. Yeah. It's fitting to get crazy, bro. I wonder if if we get a version of X-Men versus Avengers. I would fucking love that. Oh my god.
That would be good. That would be intriguing. That would be intriguing. Do you bring back Channing Tatum as Gambit? You bring him as Gambit? If you do that, if you go X-Men route, do you bring, because Beast is already there.
Just some new people.
New people, okay. Do you have Henry Cavill as Wolverine? Do you keep Hugh Jackman?
I don't know. They're talking about using Hugh Jackman a lot, but I don't know. Do I want Henry Cavill as Wolverine? Or do I want Henry Cavill as Cyclops? He fits Cyclops to big. Well, how the hell are you going to do both? What? He fixed Cyclops to a T, in my opinion. I think he's a better Cyclops than Wolverine. Big barrel chest dude, this dude, muscles. I feel like he does an inspiring speech sometimes. Yeah. I feel like he gets hung up on his girl too much.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's him.
I would love to see that if that were to happen. Real quick,
trailer.
Yeah,
I really want to see that.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. How long do you think the trailer will be? Do you think it'll be a minute, or do you think it'll be about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, or what?
Coming out July?
Yeah, July next year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a full trailer, bro. That's gonna be couple minutes. We're gonna see enough to know kind of not the premise, but the beats of the movie that we're supposed to care about, I guess. is what you used to say. You know how they always put something out of context in there, but it just cuts together and looks good. We're gonna see what we're gonna do or what we're gonna be looking at. I would like the trailer to be just exploring the world that we're in, like what this Clark Kent is. Is he Clark Kent and Superman like most movies have him being, or is he just pretty much Superman and everybody knows he's Superman? Like half of the Kind's comic life, everybody knows he's Superman. Doesn't even have Clark anymore. So,
well, the one thing for me, I've always felt, and this is one of the things I didn't like about the Christopher Reeves adaptations of it, is the fact that I like Clark Kent to be. I felt Clark Kent was a very serious reporter. He wasn't this bumbling idiot, who like, oh my God, I'm sorry, Lois, I didn't mean to do this, or he's acting all clumsy, whatever. I felt like and maybe because I like the Adventures of Superman, the one with George Reeves. Like I remember watching those. I always felt like Clark Kent was a serious reporter, and I think he should be portrayed like that. Like Henry Cavill gave it showed you some of that in BVS a little bit.
Did he?
A little bit, not a whole lot, a little bit. When he was talking, when he was over talking, when he was at that dinner or that auction, whatever it was, with Bruce Wayne, and he was asking him about Batman or whatever.
Right.
Like I said, he gave a little bit. I mean, he wasn't a hard hitting reporter or whatever, but he gave you a little bit though.
I feel like he was just defending himself. I don't think he was doing anything about reporting. Bruce literally was making fun of the fact that everybody trusts an alien or some shit like that.
Yeah. But I mean, like you kind of got a little bit of a glimpse of that, but like I said, that's just me. So I do want to see how much of Clark Kent they're going to introduce.
They did say, excuse me, they did say that this Superman is not going to have like an origin story per se. So it's like it's going to be a Superman that we all know he's Superman, and it's no backstory. We know how he got here, so that makes it's intriguing to me. So is it just like if you look at comics now, right, with Superman, there's no Clark Kent. It's not a Clark Kent character anymore. Like it's literally just Kal-El. Like you don't even see him put on the glasses anymore. So like it'll be intriguing to get that type of version of Superman because you never really seen that. You always see him try to hide in the movies. So it'll be intriguing like he's just walking around as Superman. Or he's doing he's clearly not walking the streets as Superman, but he's there's no changing.
And then, now, how do you feel about them having one of the lanterns that nobody can stand, Guy Gardner?
Guy Gardner's an idiot, bro. But he be having some tough fights. He's the dude. He's the doc that says the one-liners. But he be throwing down. No, I think Guy Gardner is that type of funny where you don't want to laugh, but you be like, you smile, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you don't really want to laugh, but you be like, all right, that was funny. That was kind of funny.
Like he's like I said, he's the one lantern that like nobody can stand, but you know that like, when it comes down to it, he's gonna like have your back or whatever. So no, I would like to. I do like the fact that they're introducing him because of the fact that unless you read comic books, you wouldn't really know who Guy Gardner. You're like, wait a minute, he's a lantern? I thought it was only John Stewart and Hal Jordan.
Right. I mean, comic book readers know, Kyle Allen and Guy Gardner and everything, but the populace, the general public don't know about him. They don't know that we really have 4 Green Lanterns total right now, pretty much. You got Jessica Cruz, you got John, you got Guy, and you got Hal. Yeah, 4 Green Lantern.
No. What was the other guy? Wait a minute, did he die? What was the other Green Lantern that had like the helmet or something like that? That was with Jessica. Was it not Simon? Was it Simon? Oh gosh, I'm looking dead at him too. Hold on, let me look it up. But um, Green Lantern.
Oh, I think you know what I'm talking about. They got him. I think he's a black guy. No,
Yeah,
talking about a
yeah.
partner. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name. But yeah, you got him too. So you got 5. Look at that. And people don't know four of them.
Simon. Yeah. Simon Bass. Simon Bass. That's who
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. They made him. They made an animated movie with him.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, those are your 5 Green Lanterns. Um, yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see and I know James Gunn is not going to give us a whole lot, but just enough just to uh, get us excited about it. I'm wondering, is he going to show Superman flying or anything?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm intrigued about. I need to every time I watch a Superman movie. Obviously, I think anybody now wants to see how the technology makes it more real, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued to see because even the Henry Cavill and what was the last time we seen? When was the last time Batman versus Superman? Or no, Justice League was actually the last movie he was in. What was that? Was that like 6 years ago?
7, something like that. 7, 8 years ago, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Justice League that came out.
It was 2017. Yeah, maybe it was 7 years, 6 years, something like. It was 6 years. I just saw it come across my Snapchat story, flat or memories or whatever.
It was 2017.
17, okay, all right, 7 years. So, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face and they prove me wrong. Warner Brothers messed that movie up because you can definitely tell from how he did it or how the theater release was, and then how the Snyder cut was. You're like, oh yeah, studio was definitely involved in this
You
crap.
one of those guys that like the Snyder cut?
What's that?
You one of those guys who like the Snyder cut? Is that was good to you?
Yeah, Snyder cut was. Oh, wait. So the theater version was better than the Snyder cut?
They both were trash, bro.
No, because the Snyder cut was better because they took out so much and they actually explained Cyborg's story. The problem was the studio because don't forget Snyder's daughter had died, so he went away from the movie, and then Whedon took over, and then you got what you got. But once Snyder was able to go in there and actually implement what he was originally going to do, it was actually a much better movie. I didn't care if it was 4 hours. I had nothing else to do. I was going to sit there and watch that bad boy for 4 hours.
Oh, I wanted to watch it. Obviously, I'm not. I don't care. I watch anything. I watch. Whatever.
No,
I'm not gonna sit here and say
Justice
that shit
League.
was great though. It wasn't great.
It was no Snyder Cut was very good. It was very
That
good.
shit wasn't very good either. It was the same.
Very good.
It just got 5 more scenes. It was. I don't care about. Nobody cares about Cyborg to know his in-depth story. Nobody cares.
But here's the thing though. And here's the part where the studio messed it up again because they were trying to play catch up to Marvel. You start bringing all the Justice League members out instead of building so that way people care about them and you have good stories being told and people actually care about Cyborg and Aquaman and everybody else. That the studio they messed it up. But no, it actually Zack Snyder's version told a much cleaner and better story than what the original.
If we're gonna have a discussion, did Warner Brothers fuck up? Sure, yeah. The rollout was terrible. They wanted, as you said, wanted to play catch up and make the big, boom theatrical movie. But you forget that Marvel was telling a story. What was it? It was maybe 8 years before Avengers?
No. Wait a minute.
5
Wait a
years
minute.
before
Iron
Avengers.
Man came out. Iron Man came out in '08. So, and then Avengers came out in 2012 or something like that, or 2013, something like that.
Right. It was a good build to Avengers. You put out Batman. You put out Superman, and you put out Batman versus Superman, and then you put out Justice League. Why? All that money, you could have sat there and put that woman movie out. You could have made a Cyborg and Flash movie together. You could have made so many more movies and then took your time with Justice League. You could have took your time with Batman versus Superman.
Mm-hmm.
We should have been informed that Batman was turning that brutal. The man put guns in his Batmobile, bro. He turned brutal.
Hey, I will say, Batman versus Superman had one of the best Batman fight scenes I've ever seen, though. In that warehouse, that was
And I love the because now you can't really say nothing. Now we know it's armor on Batman, and now we know it's bulletproof to a certain extent. So yeah, now we can't sit here and be like, how is he just nobody's shooting him? He can't because it's bulletproof, nigga. And he can walk through it. That's what I'm seeing. See, bulletproof, nigga. See, motherfucking cowl on my mask is bulletproof, nigga. Motherfucking cape, nigga. Yo, that's funny. Anyway,
yeah. But hey, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back next week. Actually, we're going to talk about that because next week is Thanksgiving. So we'll probably we might be here. We don't know yet. We'll decide on the day of. We don't know. But but for our executive producer Smitty, Fair, I'm Chris. Follow us on X at WWTB and also Blue Sky. We're on Blue Sky. We'll get active over there at Wrestling with the Bros. Fair, any last words before we go?
Hitty, spitty, schmitty. Hit the music.
Did it. Yo, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros. Acknowledge us. For Fair, Smitty, I'm Chris. Y'all have a good one. Hey, y'all.